what's up? This is Zach back at it here again, finally today for Down South Racing, and man, I'm excited. Finally got my car back from getting the transmission built, and today I'm going to go over with you all basically, exactly what I've done, who I had do it, and, we'll take the car on a quick little drive, show you all that it does, in fact, now have all 6 gears, and, she's pretty much ready to go. Obviously, there's still upgrades, that will need to be done eventually, and I'm going to talk about those and talk about my plans for some other things as well with the car. And, that's actually plan on probably making 2 videos today. So this will be the first, but, obviously, first and foremost, this is the car, and she is back. She's bad dirty, but that's because I had to drive it home 3 hours in the rain. Even though I don't like driving it in the rain, but it is what it is. Goodness gracious, it's dirty, but that's okay. The main point to me is that it is back and better than ever with the built trans. And so, yeah, guys, I'm just super excited to honestly have this thing back. Been without it for about another 3 weeks, and that was basically due to own personal preference. I was just telling my guy I had built it, just basically take your time. And he actually got to go to Texas 2K, so, that's pretty cool. But, definitely I'll be sure to link his descriptions below, and, y'all can check him out. And if you all have any questions regarding 6R80 or 10R80 transmissions, he's going to be your go-to guy. But, basically, I'll give you all a little startup. I know it's been a while. The 85. So, but yeah, let's get into it. All right, guys. So I've had a little bit of a crazy day, but this is, as you all will see in the next video, I made 2 videos today, one of which is concerning a light product that I'm very excited to share with you all, but I need to, get going on this video. So basically, like I was saying, I want to discuss with you all, or I want to take you all on a drive. So, you all can see the car, that it does in fact have all 6 gears, and we'll kind of go through the driving, my driving impressions, like how I feel. But I would like to start by saying, I think I've already mentioned it, but the car shifts super firm now. And so, I'm personally a fan of that, if that makes any sense. But it's definitely noticeably more firm. So, secondly, what exactly... I don't know if you could see that right there, but that was literally me rocking against the back of the seat on that shift. But secondly, what did I go with? And what I did is, my guys at Team Lethal, you can see the windshield banner right there, possibly just barely. I know it's dark, but basically I hit up my guy Logan from Team Lethal, and I was just asking him. There's a couple different kits they sell, but I'm sure they could even get any of the other ones, but basically I asked him, what would he recommend, because he has a built 6R80 himself. And so there's a cop right there. I'm not real sure what he's doing, but I asked him, what he would recommend, and he said that he went with the Exedi Stage 2 clutch kit and billet intermediate shaft in his car. And so that's what I ended up going with. Basically, what they say is there is 40% more surface area on the clutch packs. And so, like, the guy who built my trans, Johnny, he called them the steels. Basically, they're just the metal rings. I'll put up a picture of them right now. You can see my old ones are super burnt. But basically, on these new ones, there's 40% more friction surface area. And so, that I guess allows for increased ability to hold power on the shifts and stuff like that. And a billet intermediate shaft made out of, one piece of billet, versus the other one I'm sure is just like powdered steel. And so what they do is they rate this at 1,000 plus. But back when I was talking to Brett LaSala, he was basically saying, 1,000 to 1,300, with good tuning is what, his stage 1 kit, which is exactly what he uses, is the billet intermediate shafts and upgraded clutch packs, is, he rates them up to 1,300, but 1,000 plus, on the safe side. So that's a lot of headroom for me. My car makes, between 750 and 800 wheel. So, like I said, it's, plenty of headroom. But, basically the guy who built my trans, Johnny Brady, I will link his Facebook or something down here below. Whatever's the best way to contact him, I'll ask. But, yeah, so Johnny done a phenomenal job on this, I couldn't have asked for, a better job. He's super clean, done it for a very reasonable price, and I'm sure he'd be more than willing to help anybody out I send his way. But, I like to support, local businesses, and he was fairly local to me. and he's some sort of engineer, so he's a very smart guy. But like I said, I mean, he had it all laid out. He kept me updated, sent me pictures and everything, and what he found. But really what's great is he didn't find much. And so what I mean by that is, like, he told me he didn't find any metal shavings and nothing down the trans. So basically he just took it apart, just put it back together, basically. So there's a new filter and seal kit in there, and I am more than impressed. But the car shifts really great, good and firm. And I'm honestly astounded. So before, if y'all remember, the car was having a little bit of a 3/4 shift issue. I don't know exactly what it was, but after seeing the pictures of my steels and the trans, the clutch packs basically, I would almost guess that it's one of them that was just burnt up, because like on the 3/4, it was like it had a lot of shift pressure, like you could feel it, try to shift, but it was like I would equate it to like clutch slip, if that makes any sense to anybody who's ever felt that. Like, it was just kind of like, I don't know, like it revved up and then it would hit the gear, like boom, like that right there, because like you felt the shift pressure, but it was like it was spinning. So, now there's definitely none of that. And I mean, like, I can even show you all right here. Should be able to. So that's it. That's third right there. And now look, you can audibly hear it. It's just instant. So, Lee Blankenship, he's the one who tunes the car. Awesome guy. I recommend him to anyone who, would like their car tuned by him. He basically specializes in anything Ford, but primarily Mustangs. And we had the shift pressures turned up pretty high, but, here's a little baby pull just for y'all. She gets squirrely real quick, but shifting. It's like the car jumps forward on the shifts. I love it. So, again, no complaints at all whatsoever in that department. But I'm just blown away, guys, at the work that Johnny done. And he's just a super great guy, just friend of a friend, kind of a guy seen where I had blown it up on Facebook, and kind of put me in touch with him, and was, thankful enough that he slid me in and we got her done. But basically, it was a pretty simple install. He took all the turbo stuff off and basically dropped the trans out himself and just took it apart and put it back together. So I'm sure a lot of you are going to say, well, why didn't you put a converter in it if you had it apart? And what you're seeing right now is me driving this car around. And I drive this car just like this almost on a daily basis. So it is my daily for the time being. And so, not that you can't daily with a converter, it's just makes it a little more difficult. And I've heard that you might have to have them like I guess you would call it just flashed or refinished. I'm not exactly sure the term, but basically just redone, after so many thousand miles or so many hours or so many times down the track. And so I just didn't really want to do that. And I'm very curious to see, how the stock converter in this car does. But yeah, so I mean, like I said, guys, hit up my guy Logan from Lethal Performance. He will be sure to get you the best deal. They will price match anything that you send them, and they will try to beat it best they can. A lot of times they'll include free shipping, and he just flat out will take care of you guys. I can't say enough good things about my guys at Lethal. Johnny Brady, he is the man. So if you are anywhere near the Bowling Green area, I definitely suggest taking your car to him. And he does 10R80s, 6R80s, both. So either one that you have, don't worry about it. He's got a LPF twin turbo 18 car himself with a 10R80 that he put the upgraded clutch packs and stuff in, and that thing flat rolls. Let me tell you all, it makes 900 plus, and it's just crazy. I think those are 62, 67 millimeter turbos, and the car's a rocket, guys, for sure. So be sure to check him out. And once again, huge shout out to him, big thanks. And if y'all have any questions about him or where he's located or if he can help you, don't hesitate to shoot me a message. My Instagram's at Down South Racing 606, or you can find the Facebook page Down South Racing. And yeah, about ran over a rabbit, but I would be more than happy to put you all in touch with him and help in any way that I possibly can. So, but that's pretty much going to wrap this video up, guys. I just wanted to update you all that the car is back, and I'm sorry for this kind of just long one angle, but basically that's it for now. So, you know, the car soon, hopefully by the end of this week, I hope to have a drag pack for the car. And so, you know, I can go out and do some racing and stuff like that. All this craziness right now, I guess I should mention, you know, I hope you all aren't affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. But also, you know, I'm one of those people that kind of just wishes, like, we would just go about our business. But I also understand, you know, that there are older people, and there are also, you know, people with, I guess, who are immunocompromised is what I'm trying to say. And, you know, I understand, you know, like I have grandparents that are, you know, in their upper 60s, low 70s themselves. And, you know, I'm thankful they're in very good health, but, you know, I am concerned about them. So, you know, again, I'm really hopeful that this will pass. And, you know, I know it eventually will. Just got to keep our faith and our trust in God. But, you know, that's beside the point. So, guys, pretty much I am ecstatic to be back, and I can't wait to put out some more content for you all. There will be back-to-back, or, you know, I might space on my day videos. Basically, I filmed them both today, but they involve something with the lights. You probably can't really tell on this camera, but I'm checking them out right now, and they are awesome. That's all I'll say. So, you know, keep an eye out for that. But, yeah, once again, guys, shout out to my tuner, Lee Blankenship, for working with me on all this. I know I've probably drove him crazy because I tried to be a cheap ass, and basically I went with a DW400 fuel pump and tried to do a boosted S550 on E85 with just that and some injectors. Wasn't happening. So, you know, I had to get a Silene fuel system, turn the car up probably a little too much, you know, on E85, about 12 pounds, and so the trans obviously didn't like that after over 60,000 miles, if you all can see, of, you know, abuse while it was in A, hundreds of launches, street, track, thousands of Mexico hits. And so, you know, the car definitely done its due diligence for me. But, guys, yeah, once again, hope you enjoyed this video. I hope y'all are as excited to see this car back as I am. I wish I could kind of show you more, but, I mean, I'll put, you know, I have put a couple pictures in here of, you know, the intermediate shaft broke and the steels and the clutch packs, you know, they were burnt up. So, but I'm very glad that, you know, because I'll say this, you know, Lee was scratching his head, you know, about that 3/4 shift issue because everything was coming back to him on the logs fine. So that pretty much leads me to believe, I can't confirm, but just leads me to believe that it was definitely something to do with those steels. But as you can see right there, our fuel trims are really good. And basically the car is ready to rock and roll, guys. There's a couple little fine-tuning things me and Lee are going to work on over the next little bit, but, you know, at the same time, not really a whole lot of, you know, racing at the track or anything, or none if at that going on. So basically, you know, it's perfect for roll racing right now. We just want to fine-tune some stuff for just, like, you know, driving it around. And basically she will be good to go, and we're going to see how well this thing will do on the stock converter with those small 55mm turbos. And, you know, the sky's the limit for me. This car's never going to be a record beater, but I hope I can bring to you all some relatable content for, you know, like me. I'm 22 years old and I have a boosted S550, you know, something I never thought I would have. But, you know, working a part-time job and this little YouTube thing, I saved up and saved up and saved up, and I'm very thankful to be in this position. But, you know, it's cost me a lot more money than I originally intended, but I think it's better for the car. You know, the fuel system definitely, you know, like my injector duty cycle was 110% before. Now it's down below 70. The trans is, you know, rated for 1,000+ horsepower. So, you know, basically all we need at this point is a drive shaft and a set of axles, because we already have a full suspension, and hopefully we will be ready to rock. But, guys, I'm going to cut it here. I hope you all enjoyed. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Smash that like button for me. Turn on your notifications. Hit that bell icon. And basically, guys, I can't wait to share more of this with you all. But until next time, as always, peace.